Okay, hello everyone. So, in this video, we will explore the problem-solving framework called DAI5. And so, DAI5 is basically a structured approach used to solve a mathematical or a numerical problem efficiently. So, through this method, we will demonstrate how to apply DAI5 to solve a real-world problem or application involving the application of numerical methods and mathematical methods. So we will begin to the definition of the DAI5 itself. So DAI5 is a structured approach to solve a mathematical or numerical problem efficiently that consists of five steps, which first step is consciousness, and then the second step intention, the third is initial thinking about the problem and idealization, and then the last one is instruction, and then the problem is solved. Okay, so we begin with the first step, which is intention. So intention is where we have to identify the problem and the desired result. And then the second step, we have to analyzing the problem and developing an initial strategy. And then the third is we have to understanding and extracting the relevant information from the problem statement. And then the third step is we have to formulating the appropriate mathematical method, and then we have to substituting the given values into the formula and computing the solution. So let's get dive into the example problem. So here, given a cylindrical tank with a diameter of 2 meters and initially filled with water to a height of 10 meters. So we have to calculate the time required to empty the tank through a small orifice at the bottom. So assuming an acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so let's use the first step, which is consciousness. The first step is uh, we have to understand that you have a tank that filled with water and you need to calculate the time it will take to empty the tank through an orifice at the bottom. Our intention here is to determine the time required to empty the tank. We want to identify and understand what exactly needs to be solved. And then the second step is analysis and intention. Here, we have to solve this problem. We need to apply the principle of the fluid of dynamic. So we will use Torricelli's law, which gives the relationship between the rate of discharge of a liquid through an orifice and the depth of the liquid above the orifice. And then we want to begin with third step, initial thinking or problem statement. So now we begin to analyze the problem statement by analyzing the given following information in the problem, which we can have the diameter, we can get the diameter, which is 2 meter, and then the height of the water above the orifice to 10 meter, and the acceleration due to gravity 9.81 meter per second squared. So let's now dive into the idealization. So the idealization itself, we have to formulate the appropriate mathematical model or formula to solve the problem. So here are the Torricelli's law. If we have to differentiate, we got V equal to square 2 is equal to square 2 times gravitation times the height, where V is the velocity of the liquid that leaving the orifice, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, and Z is the height of the liquid above the orifice. Since we are solving the time, we want to find the time, so we need to find t in terms of v. We know that v is dt per dx. So we can solve this equation to find the time t. The formula for the velocity of the liquid is already given by theoretical laws, so we can directly use it to find the time. So here are the last step by computing. We have to substituting the given values into the theoretical law equation. So by substituting the given number, we got v equal to 14 meter per second. So now we will use the velocity v to find the time t using the relation v t per as per t, and I write here as dx per dt because this is the change, the relation of the change of t of this uh, as per t. So here are the so we got t. So we got t. Now we need to find the dx, which is the distance traveled by water. By using mathematical methods, we have dx equal to 14 times t, as we are dealing with emptying a tank. Dx is the height of the water in tank, which is 10 meter. Thus, we got t equal to 10 per 14. So we got the t equal to 0.771 per second. So this is the time that we got. We can see it as the solution from the problem given in the first slide. So by using the DAI5 problem solving method, we have successfully calculated that it will take approximately 0.715 per second to empty the tank. So we want to move to the summary. So the summary of the AI5 framework itself, we have a problem and we need to find the solution. There are 5 steps that we have to do to find a solution. The first one is consciousness. Consciousness required to clearly identify the problem, understand what is being asked, and determine the goal of the problem. And then we move to the second step, which is intention. Intention means that we have to analyze the problem, we have to determine the information provided and needed, and then we have to develop a strategy to solve the problem. And then we move to the third step, initial thinking. Initial thinking requires us to extract and understand all the given information and then identify the variable and parameter provided, and then we have to determine the required data to solve the problem. And then we move to the third step, which is idealization. Idealization requires us to select the appropriate mathematical model and then apply the selected model to the given problem. And then the last step, which is instruction. Instruction means like computing and substituting to the mathematical methods that we have choose in the first in the reason step. So instruction requires us to substitute the given values into the mathematical methods and perform the necessary computation to find the solution to the problem. So by applying these 5 steps, we got the solution. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.